capture a spontaneous spark of creation and fun and joie de vivre. That's right. Joie de vivre. Joie de vivre. All that thing.
Joie. Now that's an X with a U on it. Where's that key on my keyboard?
Spells joie de vivre.
Nope.
Spam.
Nope. I'd rather not. I'd rather not. It sounds like a joke. I don't like being the butt of the jokes. Actually, I'm just looking up 607 Unk. Just looking up 607 Unk videos.
Is that a rapper?
Yep, you'll see. Okay. Why am I so in the streets?
Who the fuck is
607 Unk. He's the new Charleston White. No, he's not Charleston White. He's like a new insider rap guy that's all over the talk. He's
Ashy as hell.
Yeah. he spilled all the beans. See, with Sam, he spilled all the beans. Yo, cause he did that. He gave the blowjob with the ear though. I seen it. I seen it with my own two eyes. You'll see.
He did a blowjob with an ear though.
He gave the blowjob with the ear though. Okay, like that's how they do it. I seen Nelly himself. Like he said, I left at 2:59.
What's an ear dough?
An ear.
It's a dildo.
Like, you know that?
No, I'm just saying.
Faking the blow. Oh, an ear though. Yeah, it's an ear. It's
Black people just inventing funny.
Yeah, being funny as shit. I feel like that's like. I feel like a Tyler type guy would do that.
The creator?
Yeah,
the create an ear dough.
He would create an ear dough.
New phone case?
I got a new phone.
What kind did you get? Samsung?
Yeah.
Samsung Galaxy? Smart. Good. Welcome to the dark side. Come on in, water's warm.
Can we get that swiveled to your right?
I saw that label gun you guys bought. That's crazy. I was just looking at that yesterday. I was like, I need that.
Yeah.
And then I saw it on the wall, and I was like, holy shit, you guys bought one? Mm-hmm. That's so funny.
Yeah, we're using it to make clothing.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
These are our sweatpant blanks. Mm-hmm. They're really nice.
Those are nice.
They're like, the inside is rough. It's like terry cloth. It feels good.
Let me feel the inside. What? They're wool, right? Or
no,
cotton?
they're just all cotton. Yeah,
Yeah, cotton.
yeah, everything's 100% cotton.
Who's the? Are they Guess? Are they Guess blanks?
No, they're cut and sew. They're our
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no shit. Mm-hmm. Sick.
Yeah, I think we'll probably use off the shelf blanks for tees because we had some cut and sew blanks made for tees and they're just not as good.
No, yeah.
I would say just use the ones that were our favorites from previous drops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't tell how good a blank is until it's like 700 wears in.
That's also true. Yeah.
Like not 5, 175. You know?
Right.
And I feel like they got the T down because there's so much business on the T
You get
blank.
juice on them too.
Yeah, you got to spill juice on them. You got to wipe up your own cum with them.
You got to juice them up.
Yeah, with your own cum. Mm-hmm. You got to spit on them when they're in the laundry basket.
You got to use them as
Tissues.
when you have a box air conditioner and there's a gap.
Yeah.
You stuff a shirt in between the gap.
How good do they hold up after 1 month of being air conditioner gap? It's so true,
They
Chris.
turn brown.
Right. How brown though?
Really, you should see my room.
Nice.
Just wait till you see this man's room.
Yeah.
I talked to ChatGPT all day yesterday.
Besties.
Really?
We're besties now.
What'd they say?
No, I was organizing Joyride writing.
Okay.
And because it's what it's really good at is taking disparate ideas and logically sort of structuring them in one chain so that it makes sense.
I saw you working it the other day like it was like a fucking 1920s camera. You were like,
Yeah. I was
boop, boop, boop. And I was like, what the fuck is he doing? And then
at the show,
I figured it
yeah.
out. Then I was like, oh, he's working. Okay,
yeah,
I got you.
I was pumping it in there, and it also can highlight conflicting ideas that don't work with each other, and it does this. Like you could send it a stack of thousands of ideas, and it'll find the ones that don't work with the other ones. Like
no shit.
You don't have to keep this stuff in your working memory. That's why it's super useful. And it did yesterday. I did probably writing that would have taken me months to do in an afternoon in a day.
Wow. Did you see the story I sent you?
Which one?
I sent you a story. I wrote one.
On IG? Oh, yes. Did you email it?
Yeah, I shared a doc. I shared a Google Doc with you the old-fashioned way.
That is the best way. Let me just check my
It's a
shared with me tab. I did see the headline, yes.
Okay.
I'm not signed into Google on this phone yet.
Okay. It's all right. It's a story. It's a storyline. It's a waypoint mission for the biker trilogy thing. When you date a woman and you travel with her, you ever travel with a girl who's a fucking loser?
With a girl?
Yeah. Like you go on a date and she's like orders bad, or like, I have to go back to the room, my socks are wet. Like we'll like bum the whole date out, like the flow of things. That's a big tell. You know what I mean? Like you think someone's cool on paper, all this shit, and then you travel and they're like, I don't like this. You just push your seat forward. You know, shit like that. You're like, ugh.
I don't like
this guy's a fucking faggot.
I don't like high tops.
Yeah.
We have to have a booth.
Yeah.
Well, it's 45 minutes for a booth. Well,
I guess we'll just wait and we'll walk around then. Yeah.
It's 42 degrees out.
Because, you know, by travel was, I guess Chris Lynch and I should just be married. We're both just seeing eye to eye and everything. They're like this, you guys can sit over there and you can order beers at the bar and stand in the broom closet. And we're like, that'll be fine. We'll take 2 each, please. Yeah, and I'll have 2, like, Chris and I will order 2 drinks where we're like split sandwiches. And we'll both get drinks and then we'll hand each other like one of each. Well, we know it's like the fastest way to get the most drinks in the shortest amount of time by ordering 2 at a time. Like, hi, yes, I'll have the 2 Bahama Mamas, please.
Airport pricing.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
So what's the haps?
That Blackhawk helicopter fell down.
Dude, that really made me feel sick.
That's spooky. Did you see the Blackhawk helicopter?
I didn't watch it. I didn't see it. Is there video of it?
It's kind of like far away. It's like just a blip, right? That you saw. It wasn't like yeah. It was
Was it a trans pilot getting revenge?
No, it was the Blackhawk. The Blackhawk helicopter's fault, I believe, and it crashed into a passenger American airline.
Was it the trans pilot getting revenge?
Oh, I don't know.
Was it American Airlines too?
Yes.
It's always. What deal does America? So this is the fun part. Let's get right to the fucking conspiracy. Let's get right into the conspiracies.
Who is flying the American Airlines pilot? Oh. He's got the watch.
Who was the Blackhawk pilot? Show that.
Sam Lilly.
Oh, it's me.
There he is. It's probably a remote controlled guy.
Keep scrolling. Keep going down.
That's him. So,
What, am I wrong about this?
He was a quiet kid.
Ryan O'Hara.
I don't think the Blackhawks co-pilot is yet to be named.
Who's Joe? Who's Joe Ellis? J-O space E-L-L-I-S.
Trans Blackhawk wrongly named in DC crash. But you never know.
Okay, prove it. Go on a date with her right now, then. Prove it. Send me a video of you sucking on her pussy, sucking on her 7-inch pussy.
Sucking on whatever's down there.
That's fine. She's alive? Fine. Someone send me a video of them sucking on her 7-inch clit.
That's too bad.
I'll believe it when that should be like the court. That's the only way to like get the bottom of like wrong naming when trans people.
Okay, so it was not a trans pilot. This is just fake news then, huh?
I think it was just a dumb accident.
Come on.
Yeah, give me a break. I don't want Blackhawk helicopters don't get
there can be accidents.
So this is a fun one. The fun conspiracy immediately is there was an LA fire in 1961.
Was it a black air traffic controller? Explain this one to me, Chris.
I think it was the air.
Where's the racial weak link?
Who were the air?
Fuck it.
Who were the Sons of Liberty? Who were the Sons of Liberty?
Where's the videos of them sucking Joe Ellis's clit? I want to see it. If she's alive, fine. Show her having anal sex with her big
staff
clit.
shortage for the traffic control.
Oh, it must be a DEI thing.
Is this?
That's who did it right there.
That smoke show,
That
olive
bitch.
oil. Olive oil. No, Popeye. But the no, anyway. So
Can we just drive every tour date?
Why not?
Yeah,
because of this.
Because
this shit.
Because I'm terrified of airplanes.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm not getting on another plane ever again.
My private plane.
How many people fly every day? Can we Google it?
3 million.
Passengers?
Each day?
45,000 flights per day in America. That's
Worldwide.
That has to be bullshit.
Why, you think it's less?
That just sounds fake.
the U.S.
3
Aviation
million
Center-
a day?
That doesn't sound that much.
You think people are moving around that much like critters?
Yeah. Sky critters.
You think people are moving around that much like a bunch of critters?
I do.
That's disgusting.
Look at all those planes. Look at all those planes. Wow, those are 8 planes. Wow. That's a lot of planes. Why doesn't Africa have so many planes? It seems as though people aren't flying us over Africa as much.
Wait a second.
Oh my goodness.
Wow,
All right, thank
Who
you
let
so
this
much.
happen?
I'll take the clear one. I'll take the clear one. Thank
what the hell?
Whose idea
you.
was this?
Very funny, Martin. Cartographer Chris.
Whose
Very
I-
funny.
Whose idea was this?
Assode. Oh. You could live in Assode.
Asshole.
Hey, fuck you, asshole. I'm not just.
You know what to do, Trevor.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think.
Trevor, you
I
know
mean,
the
if
drill.
this is if this is, let's say,
Look at how many
1,000 planes times 60,000.
That's not 1,000. That's like 40.
Well, there's a lot.
You can count way more than 40, Sam.
Anyways,
Seriously.
enough about planes.
So, the conspiracy is that an ice skating team went down in 1961 in the Belgian. They were like coming back from they were leaving Wichita, Kansas, and a whole ice skating team died in 1961. Same thing. Right
Belgian
after
Congo?
Yep, Belgian in the Congo. So that's the conspiracy that like we're getting one of those like repeat things. Like Chuck always talks about like 3336667. It's the 77. So I guess we kill ice skaters after fires. And it's like, and it gets to the point where it's like, is the Illuminati just fully like God damn, this is the retard shit we have to believe. Like, always kill the ice skaters, those who skate
you.
on the frozen
Thank
water. Like, those who skate on frozen water must be punished.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
Yeah, you got to do a bunch. There's a bunch of fruitcake math you have to do all the time if you're in the Illuminati.
Yep. It's like 7th day of the night bearer brings light to those who slice the crystal ice.
That's got to get tiresome.
Yeah. And like, who else is in this that shouldn't be? You know what I mean? Like, like guys who like those who mount the rubber wheels, like a guy who works in a tire shop. Those who spin the rubber around the wheels of travel must be punished. Yet yonder, their closest being, like all guys who mount tires get divorced. Like, there's just a weird amount of like 60% of guys who have ever worked a tire mounting machine are all getting divorced tonight. And they're like, "What do you mean, Shonda? What do you mean you're sick of my job and me smelling like rubber from Town Fair Tire all the time?" They don't know why. I don't know. It's just weird.
Can
I know what you mean. It looks tedious from the outside.
Who's the interns at the Illuminati running this shit?
I think it's probably the old timers that like the numbers.
Wichita. And there's something wrong with Wichita.
Oh, definitely.
Like, Wichita is one of those cities that
Got witch in the name.
Yeah. Ita.
And we're not going back to Kansas anymore. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Yeah.
Although-
Wizard of Oz,
Like that.
Wichita.
Kansas City
Wichita.
was nice. I like that.
Did you?
Oh yeah, I did.
607 Onk from Kansas City. You don't know, come here.
I have a. This is totally off topic. We can cut this out. It's a car question.
Let's stay on topic.
Okay.
Let's stay the topic in the show.
Okay.
So we'll just keep this. This is the new topic.
Okay. When windshield wipers, when they get
When they go back and forth, do they go swish, swish, swish?
when a windshield wiper gets choppy, like what I'm talking about, when it goes up and down. Oh no. I'll ask after.
What?
Like when it gets choppy,
What?
can that be adjusted? Or do you have
What do you mean choppy?
Like when
Turn the chop
when
down.
when you're like when you run your blades when it's not
You
raining.
can turn the
Yeah.
chop down.
and it's like choppy.
It's jumping?
It's jumping because there's friction.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
When it's raining
That's
and
cheap-
it still
cheap
does that,
blades.
do you have to replace them, or do you?
Replacing might help.
Okay.
On a brand new truck?
Yeah, it started to get choppy, and I wasn't sure if it was like ice that like
What? I always did want to know, what are the best wiper blades? This is actually a true thing. Mercedes has a pretty decent wiper blade.
Let's chat it up.
But like, what is the best, highest, like, and are they better than factory OEM blades?
Good question.
Because I've always actually wanted to know, like, are the Rain-X ones better?
Good question.
We could be saving lives right now.
It could be.
You know the number one cause of accidents? The tail lights? Bosch Icon, okay.
I always go with OEM
Me too.
and just as a superstitious.
Or the Trico Force.
Trico Force, we could force them.
I like Bosch Icons.
Bosch is good.
Bosch makes
Bosch.
and then the
They make a
Michelin
fine-
Stealth.
They make a fine product.
Well, when John Goodyear, the inventor of vulcanized rubber, got robbed by Michelin, who was a rabbi, Shlomi Michelin. He got robbed from the idea. And then he was like, we're going to have a thing called the Michelin Man. He's going to look like the Marshmallow Man. What Ty is. Anyway, John Goodyear's a piece of shit child molester. Don't listen to him. No, I heard that. I learned that on Barrett Jackson the other night, that John Goodyear was the inventor of vulcanized rubber.
Want to link it up?
What?
Links.
Links.
Link
Yeah.
it.
Let's do Nick's talks first.
Let's do Nick talk. Oh, this is pretty good. This is interesting.
Okay. I actually don't need to hear the audio.
This girl's so hot. This is
Body
some.
brokering, also known as medical trafficking, from 2016 to 2018 in South Florida. And it's a really dark world that I don't think a lot of people know about. So I just wanted to talk about my experience and spread awareness. Body brokering is a really evil type of healthcare fraud used by unethical treatment facilities to take advantage of people struggling with addiction.
That's all you need to know.
And people have made hundreds of millions of dollars doing it. And the capital of body brokering is, you guessed it, Florida. Some people call the area from West Palm to Miami Hell's Waiting Room because it just has the most evil energy. Everyone's shady, everyone's scamming people. And it's also the rehab capital of the country. So people like me go there to try to get sober and get better, and they get caught up in what's called the South Florida Shuffle. So the way that it works is that there are these kind of recruiters who are looking for people who are struggling and trying to convince them to go to specific detoxes. And these people get $500 to $5,000 per head, and that's literally the language that they use for each person that they get into the detox that they're working with. And the reason they're getting paid so much money is because the detoxes are charging the insurance companies $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a week for these patients to be there. So if you don't have good insurance, if you don't have a good PPO, then you're not worth anything to them. But if you do, you're like gold. When I was down there, I went to detox probably 15 or 20 times with the guy that I was using with. And most of the detoxes didn't actually take his insurance, but they'd be like, oh, no problem, he can piggyback off yours, which I later found out is completely illegal. And my insurance was top tier at the time because my mom is a New York State teacher and I was still on my parents' insurance. So they were charging my insurance for all of his services too. Not to mention, no legitimate detox or treatment facility will even take a couple or people who are using together, because then their chances of staying clean are so small, like it just never works. But these places, while you were doing your intake, they'd literally be like, do you have any other friends that you think
Hit
need
pause.
help?
So it's just to maximize the money. It's not like organ trafficking or something.
No, it's just
Okay.
maximizing money. So that's
Neat.
it. Yeah, that's interesting.
She should move her hair out of the way.
Yeah, I like her colonial house tattoo on her arm. It's actually kind of legit.
wondering.
She's actually kind of cute.
It's her childhood.
But the reality of rehab, I remember saying it was fake when I was out in LA. I remember this kid went to rehab that we were friends with, and I was like, "Where is it?" And he told me like where it was and like what he was doing. And I'm like, "That just sounds like a fucking scam." And we were writing the fraud, waste, and abuse claims shit for World Peace One. So I was like studying fraud, waste, and abuse. I sat next to that lady on that plane that was telling me about like female gynecology appointments in New York City. And she was finding all these like Persian doctors that were just like writing up fucking like pussy exams for men. And it was like a really easy one to catch right off the rip.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And
Pussy exams for men.
yeah. I examined your pussy. Ahmed, your pussy is so pink. Money is cool. Oh, Ahmed, your pussy stinks, bro. Just kidding, bro. It smells like balls. You like Lamborghini? Yo, I'm gonna be able to buy a G-Wagon. But basically, South Florida shuffle and rehab is a fucking scam. And like coked out NHL players and NBA players and NFL players that like do too much coke, they make it like automatic. Like you have to go. Like if it'd be like if one of the guys was like doing coke and you're like, bro, can't come back to work until you do a rehab. It's so like that little implementation into like any sort of culture, subculture, society, whatever, is so, that's a sneaky one. That's like trans literature. And rehab should be looked at like trans shit. Do you agree?
I don't know.
Well, you don't do drugs or anything like you don't.
I don't know anything about.
Let's put it this way: quitting drugs through a treatment facility is for fucking retards. I don't give a fuck about its success rate. It's holistic bullshit, and it's actually bad for holistic shit. It's a zero accountability thing, and it's like skirting accountability, basically. Being like, well, let's get into the psychology of why you were using in the first place. It's like, how about I'm a weak piece of shit? How about that? And I was molested, so that means it allows me, I can do anything I want because I fucked my uncle. That's what happened. And like that's what it allows you to do, you know? Oh yeah, my aunt touched my pussy, so I can smoke crack and people can, oh, that's why. That rubs off all the fucking, that's why I stole from my mom and I fucked my cousin for money and shit like that. And I stole cars and it completely admonishes me from guilt. I stole from the place I work from, heroin, or just being realistic. But somewhere along the way, someone figured out like, oh, we can charge $60,000 a week or 2 weeks for this. Because I remember the prices were crazy.
Damn.
I had a rich friend go to one time, and he had like rich parents like that, and it was he's like, yeah, dude, it was like $75,000
for how long?
For like 3 weeks.
And when was that?
2018, 16, 17.
So it's probably like triple that now.
Yeah,
quadruple.
But I'm like, first of all, how fucking fractured is our healthcare? Where they're like, oh yeah, that's a normal amount of money to put a guy in a room.
Yeah.
Like elderly care is like stupid amount of money. I remember hearing prices for like elderly care. Rehab was like 5 times more. And I'm like, okay, so to put Chris Lynch in a room, in a hotel room, and then send a shrink in there once a day to watch him color boxes, that costs $70,000 and there's no profit. Give me a fucking break. Like I was like, I would start we had a rehab facility next to us in our condo. Someone bought a condo and rented it. It's like a halfway house. That's a fucking scam. You get to charge. It's an insurance scam. And if we wonder why, like we always wonder why healthcare is so expensive. Everybody stop bitching about healthcare. Stop charging $90,000 for fucking crackheads to throw TVs through to throw $46,000 TVs, because they can probably write off losses too. Like, oh, he spazzed out and broke a chair. That's $7,000 for the chair. You know it comes with it. Oh, she got pregnant while she was in rehab. Perfect. More money. Oh, we had to have an outpatient nurse, a Jamaican nurse that works. And the nurses, I feel bad because they don't get the money. They get $75 an hour, but they're charged, they charge the administrative fee. And there's just so much back underwriting in healthcare, billing, medical billing. That's the most devious thing in the world. And if we don't like put a big spotlight, I don't care. I hope this podcast puts a spotlight on that and sees healthcare fraud for like what it is. It's just medical billing companies. Joe told me this are getting bought up at a rapid rate right now. You can get out of like this comedy racket, and if you want to make some serious bread, we'll go buy a medical billing company because it's just like, oh yeah, we charge our administrative fee on top of the hospitals, and it all gets absorbed to the insurance companies. And they know how to harmonize to get things passed through. Adrian, iPolution was talking about it a little bit, but rehab is just a golden age. But imagine all the hot sluts that need to be fucking checked in Florida right now. Hey, you stupid fucking bitch! Why don't you listen? You're just like your fucking sister. Stupid.
That's what you get when you go to rehab.
Yeah, you get an executive and like unloosening his tie and unbuttoning his pants. All right, shorty, get over here. Time to earn your keep. All right, baby girl, Get down there! Just like some fucking fat Gary undoing, red-faced Gary undoing his tie. Hey, cutie pie, get oh, you look sweet. You want to stop doing drugs, huh? I'm going to make you dry heave the smell coming out of down there. Like that kind of shit.
You guys ever seen this guy?
Yeah, Scott.
Oh my god.
It's Scott Frieda?
Dude, this guy is. I'm trying to find the good one where he's like hiding. Well, he does these skits where he's recovering alcoholic, but he does like these skits as if like this is what happens when you're fuck.
Yeah, no, it started out kind of wholesome. I actually liked this guy in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then like his wife died at 45 of like liver failure from drinking too much. And they were multi-millionaires. They were making like $1 million a month on like a drop shipping business. And they partied like too hard. And then his wife died of alcoholic cirrhosis. And then, but he used to have like really good ideas on quitting sobriety. One of them was like every time you get the itch to go have a beer after work, go get a thing of blueberries and just eat them all.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's advice you never hear. Just stupid shit. I don't know what the fuck he's doing now though. Now he's like literally doing stand up.
Yeah. Anyways, I gotta find a better video at another time.
Well, what's a good video hits? Anything. Just play anything.
Okay.
It's very hard to eat. We all know that. Okay? So maybe have a piece of that 3 times a week. I don't know, it'd be my recommendation. And we're going to make it edible. I promise you. We're going to make it really edible. It's really simple too. It's fun and simple. And I mean, don't just pay attention. And we're going to, you know how everybody likes spicy honey and spicy chocolate. Well, we're going to use a real jalapeno and get the health benefit from the capsaicin.
There's, yeah.
Why is spicy peppers Armenian?
Capsaicin. Anyways, I'll find a better one.
Capsaicin.
Anyways, you were going, I interrupted?
Scott Frieda, no, I don't know. He started out wholesome and then he just went completely bonkers. There was another guy I was following because I was quitting booze for the first time in 2020. I quit it for like 3 months, so I just fell into like a little rehab hole. There was another kid that I was following. He was like, I'm gonna drink 35 beers on live.
Oh, the guy with like the weird teeth?
Yes.
Yeah, and he drinks bubblies now?
Yeah, now he drinks bubblies. I was following him when he was drunk. He drank 30 beers, threatened his kid, and then drove his car through like his neighbor's fence or something like that. Like flipped out. And then he like the next day was like, fuck this! And pours all his liquor down the drain. And now he's been sober for 3 years.
Damn.
And I write a message every now like, hey man, I'm happy to see this. Thank you, bro. Good job. Like just kind of, but there was like a big sobriety. I think there was like a big sobriety movement during post-COVID. I think like everybody stayed in and drank themselves a little too scary. If you're a drinker and you were drinking during COVID, it got way worse. Yeah. I remember drinking like, I turned to whiskey.
Yeah.
I was like, well, what am I going to do? I'll drink whiskey.
I just played Animal Crossing.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you do during COVID?
I think I got in shape and I just was normal.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I got in shape. Shape of a bottle.
We were just all collectively scared in the office. We all just stayed
we
hunkered
didn't
down.
change anything.
I don't remember what was happening then.
I think we were doing Muay Thai in the backyard.
We were making videos. That was one of the golden eras of the
making videos.
iDubbbz.
We were banging it. We were getting it.
Oh, it was iDubbbz. That's right.
We were getting after it. COVID era.
Yeah. iDubbbz had the mask on and the Chick-fil-A thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I have a picture of iDubbbz still with. I always find it every now and then.
What's Unc got going on dirty style? Is Unc doing dirty?
Unc's so good. You're gonna love this guy.
607 Unc.
This is the new G.
Why is this so quiet? This is gonna.
It was a question of like you being.
This is the loudest I can get it. This is absolutely as loud as I can get this.
It was a question of like you being at Diddy parties.
That's what I want.
That's what you want.
Yeah, but I left at 2:59. You gotta leave before 3. That's all just from the day.
That's
Well, I left at 2:59.
Why you?
But Nelly and everybody stayed.
Why you? Leave?
Because I saw Nelly invent the new thing. He kind of like invented the earth job. It's like a blow job, but it's done at the top of the earth. I saw my mom. I saw it's just like a blow job. He invented that. It's earth
You say that the top.
It's done at the top of the earth, right here.
that
Yeah, you grab top of the ear, you do
the
like
friction in the
yeah, it's like
the friction in the cartilage.
yeah, it's kind of like a blowjob.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's kind of like a blowjob, but it's different.
Bro.
I saw it wrong. Yeah, Nelly invented that. I saw him do that to Diddy.
Wow.
I saw that wrong.
Look at his goblet.
Yeah, gave him her job.
A legend.
Job.
No, ain't no legend. I saw it.
Nah.
No, I saw that wrong. No, I gotta keep it real, right? I mean, why not keep it real, right? I mean, it's only your job.
It's only an ear job.
Have you seen anything like that before in your life? It's only an air jaw, all right? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
So, is he fucking the
Holy
like
shit.
is he fucking like this? Like
No, the top of the ear. No, Chris, I'm gonna keep it real with you. No, the top of the collar, right? Yeah.
this face where it's like this.
No, I like that 259. I think he's from St. Louis, or KC or St. Louis. I think it's St. Louis, but he said that KC is the most dangerous. Like you know what I'm saying? No, they're talking about hats. Okay, like when you fucking a bitch and she want to know when she fucking a thug, she want to know how many hats he care. Okay, okay, like what kind of bitch you fucking freaking on, and she want to know how many bodies you got. Okay, it's different. They kill you for fun around there, so you can say you had hats.
A hat is
A body, yeah. Like how many people you killed.
Daniel
And like
told me that.
in St. Louis, they kill you for nothing. You know, it ain't funny. Like they don't come there for nothing. You know, it ain't Chicago like that. Old block. They kill them for territory. Down there, they kill them for St. Louis. They kill them for fun.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can we watch another?
Yeah. You want more? You want as much 607 unk as you can get. Trust me.
No, don't say that. Oh, no, don't do that. No, don't play with me.
I don't know what you want.
On GD.
I don't know.
But that means you still got a chance now. I gotta keep it real.
So you just figured out manifestation.
Damn, this is cool.
Isn't it nuts?
This is awesome.
This is. I found this dude because I like the way this cadence is wild. Like
Yeah. Can we watch a little bit more? I'll watch it in 2 minutes.
So what about the dreams that you can remember it vividly?
Why ends can't fight. I mean, they can fight, but when they lose, they're gonna kill.
Holy shit. Oh my God, man. Can you type in ammo gang St. Louis?
Do you like that?
That's awesome.
That was awesome. I found that a couple of brothers and I found that the lacrosse. I was
On YouTube.
restitching my lacrosse stick, and
It's a Joyride character right there.
It's me, Kato, and Rambo, and this what we got 3 different switches. Bitch.
We gon' get up close, don't shoot from deep, we don't hit from a distance. Bro burnt up the hood, police outside.
Hold on, I got some. Wait, Damiel can probably text me like the most.
Hit play one more time real quick.
There's like way more ignorant, crazy shit.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna get a link to it soon, but we can.
I hope I'm 607 Unk one day.
I was hoping that when he was just explaining what 607 was, and he said the killers, the kills that they got. I was just hoping it was the area code.
Yeah.
It's
no,
not.
I thought it was not.
No, it's
Did
like
you check? Oh,
I
shit.
checked.
No, he said it's how many people they killed.
No, I know.
We killed the first 607 people quick, like the quickest. It's such a rant. Like, which day did they decide to cut it off? Like, all right, 607. That's the name.
Yeah, that's enough.
Black and indigenous.
Have you seen this?
No.
Black and indigenous people of color. Black and indigenous people of color. Lesbian, gay, bi, transgender, and queer. Lesbian, gay, bi, transgender, and queer. Asian American Pacific Islander. Asian American Pacific Islander. Latino, Hispanic, Romani, and Creole. Latino, Hispanic, Romani, and Creole. We all have a place in this world. We all have a place in this world.
How disgusting.
You forgot Inuits and
What's Romani?
Romani are the gypsy people. They're, I think they're primarily in Romania. It's like a
India, now in Europe. Okay.
yeah.
Gypsy.
So it's like lot like
Turkish
here-ish,
and stuff. Yeah, the
kinda-
Balkans.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what they are. Like the derogatory term is.
They joined the alphabet mob. They were like this. Hey, gypsies from the Balkans, you guys want in?
Yeah.
You guys went on this fun time we got. I'll put you on the flag. We'll put your your profile whippet sprocket. Now, can you type in profile whippet sprocket? You're gonna love this. Yeah, profile whippet. No, then the profile sprocket. Just type in profile sprocket. It's not the whippet then. It's because it was the one I actually had was the multi-spoke. That one, that multi-spoke right there. That's the Romani one. See, it looks just like it. It's the Romani people. I didn't know they liked BMX as much as I did. Can you do a tail whip? No doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt. Do you have an FBM? Do you think that stuff will be like an antique in the future?
What, that chanting song?
No, like that whole. Do you think that movement's like is gonna be wax glued, sealed up in like a moment in time where it's like. You think it'll slowly bleed through like small like Vermont? It'd be like hippies in the 60s sort of like went dormant for like 30 years. Like in like 1976 when Coke came back, like the full hippie butterfly movement kind of like went a little quiet, moved its way up to Vermont, made cheese for 30 years, and then all of a sudden their daughters in 1994 started going to Ani DeFranco concerts. You know what I mean? And then like the mid 90s woke Janine Garofalo movement, and then it died dormant again, and it came back. You know, in like 99, 2000, 2001, it was like Britney Spears, thongs, that shit out. So that wave went down. And then it came back when like Tubbo, Lena Dunham came out and she started like harrowing and screaming like her father about painting pictures of pussies. But you think this is the time where it ends this time?
Maybe it could. That would be good.
It go dormant for a little
I
while?
hope so. I mean, I hope so.
No girl in their right mind would ever think they're going to, or guy would like, it's sort of like an antiquated thesis.
Yeah.
In 2025. It seems almost irresponsible to be spouting this shit right now. If not dangerous, but definitely irresponsible.
Yeah.
I'm just being real with y'all.
You're talking about Romanis having a place in this world and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my only connection to it, to what's going on is Twitter, and Twitter's kind of it's pretty right wing these days, but that might be sort of an echo chamber type effect going on. So I don't know what's going on the streets.
I mean, the pendulum swing will happen, but right now to be like 2016, like, come here, friend, Chinese friend.
I think it might be hard to do that, I think, in today's day and age.
Would it be fair to
come here, Chinese friend?
Come here, Chinese friend. Did you make tak doi?
Yeah.
Like a white fat girl, trying to speak like fucking Mandarin to her Chinese friend, and then the Chinese people being like, I'm sort of tired of being pandered.
Yeah, I think that stuff might be like going away for a bit, I hope.
I feel like if you're like a late in the game fat ass lesbo who's trying to like talk to her Swahili
it's a little too
friend.
late to be cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I do. When I go to the Vietnamese restaurant, I'm like, yeah, can I get an order of the bông bao huế?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta say
I'm like, give me the chicken stuff with the grease on it.
bông bao huế.
I love the cockroach eggs.
I asked Amy, when we were on that other music video, I asked Amy like the maxed out version of what's out there.
And what's going
He
on
sent me
in
this.
St. Louis? This is a cool concept for a music video, though. I gotta say, it's creative.
That's how it ended, but
I think that's a real shooting.
No.
yeah, that looks pretty real. And the Airbnb host is gonna be real angry.
Yeah. Mary Carner, the owner of the college educated St. Louis graduate. What's the biggest university in St. Louis?
I think it's a real shooting.
Yeah, biggest Washington.
I bet it is.
You bet?
Yeah.
Washington University in St. Louis.
Really?
I don't know if this is St. Louis, but this is. See what the comments say. I like how he kept the same energy on his homie I want to watch that one more time.
Go ahead.
You can see the smoke here, I think. Oh, no, that's his weed smoke. Never mind.
Maybe.
Damn.
Anyways.
Imagine the Airbnb host being like, what the hell happened here? There are bullet holes all over the bedspreads.
Can you look that up and see if there was a news article about it or something?
Yeah.
I think it's a really good music video idea, though. Like, you just say action, everybody duck down like there's a shooting.
Indiana.
That's a hard thing to coordinate, though.
Yeah, you're right. I'll just hit up Screwly G.
Yeah. Footage appears to show gunfire erupting while cameras rolling to Daily Caller. Okay.
When was that?
And it was in Gary, Indiana.
Which is nice, which is like the lacrosse capital of the world.
The men were rapping while facing the camera, completely unaware of the apparent danger looming behind them. But the scene was cut short when suddenly gunshots were apparently heard. The men took cover. Countless rounds appeared to continue to be fired as the rappers hit the floor. The sound of shattered glass was heard. This is... Okay, cool. This was a Sam link.
Oh, yeah, this one's good.
Patrol shutting down the range. And I'm like, we're Rangers? We're the shiznit. Nobody shuts down the Rangers. What's happening? Another unit is coming in that has primacy. What? There is no unit that has primacy over the Rangers. I don't know what's going on. This Blackhawk helicopter lands. These dudes jump off and I shit you not. They are dressed like they just came from the Delta Force movie with Chuck Norris. Jeans on, different boots, the black old army green cap, and they were all older. And they got all these kit bags and duffel bags and they unload this ammo. So we're sitting in the bleachers and they start shooting all sorts of different grenade launchers. They come out and they're taking notes. A guy's got a clipboard. They're there for 10 minutes. Dude comes back. He's like, hey man, we really appreciate it. I'm really sorry that we shut down your range. If I can ever make it up to you, I ask another NCO, I was like, who are those guys? He's like, those are the D-boys. That's what I want to do. Hey. We're the and I'm like, we're Rangers? We're the shiznit. Nope.
We're the shiznit.
It's gonna be a joke at this point.
Those
Shiznit.
D-boys.
They're the D-boys.
Should we have a fake Army Ranger?
Yeah.
Gunman.
Let's just do some bits here that we can clip from real quick, okay?
Yeah.
Chris, can you pull up a picture of a tank? So we were 2 clicks outside Cashtar.
Our clothing brand.
So we were 2 clicks outside Cashtar. Bingo on ammo and supplies, totally dry in the tanks. I'm looking around. I'm trying to figure out what are we going to do. I'm looking around. My CO's in my ear. He's telling me we got to figure out what to do. I see a truck, 100 clicks east. An ice cream truck.
And you don't have to. You can do multiple takes because if you clip it like they did, where it's so fast and the cadence changes, that's better.
Yeah.
I say use the leopard to shoot me over there. Strap me to the leopard. So I have the cartridge and I ship it to my parachute. I've got a double parachute. I say use the leopard, shoot me over to the truck. It's 100 clicks. I shoot over there in a cannon.
An ice cream truck. They load us up in the human cannon and they shoot us over, catapult us over. Human cannon, shooting us over. There's a cleaning lady.
She's speaking Farsi.
Osama bin Laden's cleaning lady's there. She says, if you ace this guy, and I just remember thinking, it's so badass. When we ace this guy. Osama bin Laden's cleaning lady's looking at us. And I'll never forget, she says to us, when you ace this guy. And I remember thinking that was so badass when we're gonna ace this guy.
Your anti-tank weapon.
So we're flying over this. So we're flying but we don't have wings. My buddy and me tearing through the sky. We're watching ice cream truck after ice cream truck go under us. And I'm just thinking at home about my daughter that I do jujitsu with. Smasher. Ashley. Smashly. I call her Smashly because when we do jujitsu, we smash.
I've got a picture in my Reticle. Your daughter, Smashly. I've got your daughter Smashly's picture in my Reticle.
I had a picture of my captain's daughter in my Reticle.
My rectum.
And another picture of my captain's daughter in my rectum, rolled up in a cylinder, in case I get caught.
I'm chewing cyanide pills all morning. And then right after she says, if you ace this guy, I headbutted her. And I said, don't clean up after terror.
The cyanide pills don't work because they gave a cyanide antidote.
Brown, 12-year-old brown kid with beetle nut juice on his face comes over, bomb. Thought it was a beetle nuts, it was a bomb.
I unzipped his cardigan. It was loaded with tannerite. He had tannerite pouches, 4 kilos of tannerite on his chest, and he was reciting them. He was reciting the Torah.
Finally, I'm in a foxhole. I get a call. It's the president. He tells me, bomb the whole country.
So I'm in a boxing ring. It's me versus Saddam Hussein. They're cheering. The villain from, Sagat? He's there.
From Street Fighter.
He's licking his gold tooth at me. And he's holding up a pile of money, betting a heavy amount of the Sultan of Brunei is there, betting his entire car collection. And he's saying, these are my people. This is my forces. Get him, Cobra. And the guy dipped his hands in glass and he looks at me and he says, U.S. Army Ranger? You are weak. So I draped the flag over my back and I did a spinning back kick. And I hit him so hard I broke his jaw. And I said, where's your Cobra at now? Don't tread on me.
That was the day we changed the flag from red, white, and blue to black and gray.
And yellow with red stars on it. And everybody said, that's a good flag. And they all started chanting, USA.
All right, let's run one more. Okay. Can you pull up a picture of Chris Beck? Or pull up a picture of Jocko Willink looking intimidating. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Let's get it nice and...
So I talked to my senior officer, and I said, we're the leopards. We're the shiznit.
The leopards have a rich and storied history. You don't hear them in the movies so much. You don't hear about how badass the leopards are because movies, you're not allowed to talk about the leopards. You can go watch a Hollywood movie. You can watch Rambo. You can watch all about the Delta Force, Black Ops. You will not be watching about the leopards because if you make a movie about the leopards, the CIA will assassinate you. Now, here's the thing. When you sign up for the teams, that's what we call it, there's different. Now, here's the thing. When you go to sign up for the teams, that determines what your role in the future army is going to be. Are you going to be a guy that's cleaning butts? Or are you going to be a guy
wearing thongs, wearing women's underwear? Just kidding.
Are you going to be a guy that's cleaning panties that a guy was wearing? Or are you going to be a guy that's peeling potatoes in the lunchroom down by the laundry room? Or are you going to be a guy that's being put in charge, big equipment, dangerous skills, such as sniper teams? So when you go to audition, they line up, you're in a dance studio, and they have you dance. They have you dance your little heart out. And you do pirouettes, you do sissy spins, you do splits, you do front splits, you do side splits. Depending on how deep you can go with the splits, that's going to determine what teams you're on. There's Black Ops, Delta Force, there's also the red team, there's the blue team, there's the green team, there's a yellow team, there's a purple team, there's a magenta team.
And I was leaning forward one time, changing the tire on the Humvee in Fallujah. And I had just unloosened the last bolt, the 10-lug wheel on the Hummers, and a simple merchant on the street said, "Your underwear are hanging out," and he noticed that I had the leopard thong on, which is he knew that I was an 8-star purple leopard, and his His eyes open up like, oh no. Because when you see a leopard, that's a signal. All right, that's coded. All right, that's coded language. When you see leopard thigh highs, you know that those are that's our prize. All right, a blonde babe covered in leopard is a prize for a leopard 5-star, 8-star purple.
Now, what you don't know is when you're in the theater of war, when you're operating, that's what we call it. We call it operating. What that means is if you're killing someone, you're executing someone, holding their head. When you're killing somebody, you're holding their head like this. You're holding their head right here and executing them like this. This is what's called operating. Okay, so you got a Muslim guy down here, and you're holding his head, and you're fighting him. You're fighting for air, and you're executing him with a gun. You're shooting him in the head with a gun at the moment that you feel the strongest. That's called operating. That's what an operator is. Now, there's different types of operators. You don't know this because you're not a soldier veteran, combat soldier veteran, as we call it in the system. When you're over there, it's basically, there's New York, it's like, when you're over there.
It's like a New York system.
If you've ever heard of New York system, you're going to know exactly what we're talking about.
Gaggers.
Gaggers. You go to a New York system, they make you a bunch of gaggers, put some onions on it, you're good to go, okay? It's the same thing when you're over in Iraq, Fallujah, wherever they make these.
Tehran.
Wherever where are we doing battle? Where is it that the United States is doing the most battle? Just imagine in your mind wherever the most are.
Bad.
Your mind.
Bad. Baghdad, bag. Bad is what we call it, okay? Strangely, we're not doing battle in Niger. That's interesting to me. I don't know why we're not over there. It would seem to me you a few million over there and do away with the good. Do good for the world. Anywho, at the most elite level of combat possible, the distinction between soldiers is animal print. A-10 Warthog, for example, the plane. What you don't know, they call nukes, they call them zebras. If you ever see somebody in a Jeep and they have tiger stripes, I would advise you to let them by. You might get shot.
F-type Jaguar, dark gray.
Sugar gliders.
Right. That's easy to understand.
We saw there was heat distortion over the horizon, but it wasn't hot out, and we were wondering where's the heat coming from. And this platoon of tanks came rolling towards us, and the tanks were glowing hot metal. The tanks were so hot that the metal that constructs the tanks, it was glowing hot. And they came out, the commander came out and he said, "We're the Peach Team."
Oh shit. That's when I knew shit was gonna hit the fan because my commanding officer, Tigress, she said, "Oh shit." Thank God we had a relay attached to 2 Blackhawks, and we were yanked 500 clicks immediately on caser rounds out to the sky. So we had 45 millimeter caser rounds that were attached to our back.
Queso rounds.
Queso rounds. That's a
yeah.
And we were able to ration up enough
veggie omelet MREs.
Yeah. You hear that ticking right now? That's just a byproduct of my TR6s. Anyway, so we were able to bounce out of Tehran. And then I bought a
Range Rover.
I bought a Range Rover and just went into town, and they loved me. Everybody in the town loved me.
Pull up a picture of Chris Beck. We'll do one last one here.
Do you want it like a one where you're still a guy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I like. Hold on, I like this one.
Whatever one you like, Chris. Pull up his massage finder profile.
Providence.
There we go. Yeah, he looks solid. He looks mentally solid and ready for the rigors of battle.
Leave me alone. No, he's probably crazy as shit. He's probably gonna be here. We should just get him on the show. Get to the bottom of this. Get to the bottom of him. Let's get to the bottom of this. Get to the bottom of him. Sammy, you want to get to my bottom? You want to ride one of those motorcycles? You can ride behind me. I've been known to ride pretty fast. I fell when I was riding with the Hells Angels, and I fell down, and they all called me.
If you want to infiltrate a theater of war, for example, that's controlled by an enemy force, the way to do this without attracting attention to yourself and getting yourself killed, like a Malouk, is a motorcycle sidecar. Now we'll be going in GSXRs, katanas,
Herbie the Love Bug paint schemes.
Bandits, Suzuki Bandits. We'll be going in and
Honda Rebels. Big guy bikes.
Victory sometimes Indian.
Suzuki Boulevard.
Never Harley so much, but Honda Rebel mostly. That's what we specialized in. We would roll up in these motorcycle sidecars, and you'd want to
go inside.
What you need to do, what you have to do right away is figure out where's the enemy base, okay? Where's the enemy base where they manufacture the bad guys? Where are they manufacturing the chemical weapons and the missiles? Where's their base? They have an underground base. If you can't find this, it's a pretty big desert. All right? You're going to be wandering around for, quite a while without a map, okay? You ever see a camel? See how much water they hold? You can't put this in a motorcycle sidecar. You need to find the enemy base, okay?
My camel packs run dry. I'm 8 miles into a cave system, a tunnel system. I'm standing on 2 liquid tons of tannerite. Liquid. That's liquid.
Liquid tannerite. That's what we would use. We put it in toothpaste. We would actually bathe in liquid tannerite, use it as shampoo so that our body's immune system developed an immune response to tannerite so that it couldn't be used against us.
And we had a mouthful of pennies.
The copper taste. Once the copper taste
neutralizes,
went away, that's when we would know there's magnesium in the air and that there's going to be an explosion in the next couple milliseconds.
And you'd make makeshift IEDs with...
we would make makeshift IUDs with paper clips, with tannerite, whatever we had to do to ensure that,
chili bean.
Chili bean.
So I take a Snickers wrapper and I wrap it around the end of my EDC. I take a small piece of Snickers wrapper and I tape it to the end of my EDC, and it's just flailing off. And it's kind of at this point, I've gotten my weapon drawn, but it's down by my right side, and I can see the wrapper flapping in the wind, and I know immediately right there
that's for your upper. For your upper.
That's in my upper. This is my EDC. I have I have a piece of Snickers wrapper taped on the end of it, and I can see the end of the wrapper start to flap. And I know there's wind northwest, and I know I'm owed some money.
That's your windage, but also you would tease that around the corner, and you'd make the enemy think that there's a piece of trash floating there.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a piece of trash. It was a human with a gun. If you're watching a doorway, you're watching your 6s, you're watching your 10s, okay? You're looking at the doorway, and you see, a piece of trash. You don't think anything of it.
There's trash everywhere.
There's trash everywhere. Of course there'd be trash at waist level. Floating by a doorway, right? It's not possible that it could be attached to a gun. Now, in lieu of a silencer, we wouldn't run silencers because I
would just use my hand. Because of DEI, okay, I identify as an attack helicopter, but unfortunately, in Obama's America, you can't have a silencer because these f***s want it loud. No problem. I'll just use my hand.
What I would do is in the situation where I was executing a guy who I was holding down in a defense position, prone. If I was executing him, the silencer, as I'm executing, as I'm executing this guy, killing him, and if I didn't have a silencer, what I would do is I would cough really loud the moment I pulled the trigger.
Turns out it was just a goat.
Turns out it was just a goat the whole time.
Turns out it was just a male. Turns out I was in New York City and it was just a male.
Turns out it was a guy at home.
That's
connector rods.
That's why everybody should get a MetaQuest 3.
And that's why everybody should join the army.
Just listen to me and look at my eyes.
Soldier man.
Look in my eyes. Tell me what you see.
Tell me I'm not okay. I gotta piss.
You have now completed the first hour of a Perfect Guy Live podcast. Full access to all episodes and more, visit mde.tv.